yeah. Oh, yeah. Y'all already know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. What's good? It's your boy TPJ. I'm here. You're live. You're here with me on the TPJ show. I'm here live from my brand new, and when I say brand new, I mean brand new, spanking new studios. I'm here. Tomorrow I will have guest Glasses Malone on the show. I was having some audio interference with the last version of this that I did a couple minutes ago. So I wanted to go back on this super quick. Obviously, if you watch and you pay attention to this show, every episode we talk about, accountability or responsibility. I have my guests pick a different word every show. Well, this, episode, I want to talk to you about energy. I've been having a conversation with a lot of people, about energies lately, including my young homie, was just talking to me about like the energy he felt, being stuck here and having to, potentially, go to the, Air Force, not having to, but wanting to go and feeling like the energy that he's receiving at home isn't the energy that he wants for the rest of his life. And I think, I was trying to tell him that, that's the right decision to make. If you feel it in your heart that it's something that you really want to do, you know what I mean? I think a lot of young people don't really focus and hone in on having good energy or protecting their energy. I think that they think that that's something that, you have to really focus on when you get to be older, you know what I mean? And like I said, I'm about to be 30 this year. So my life and, in the things that I'm doing and the way that I feel about certain things and the way that things, are going in particular, are headed in a more adult type of, realm. So, even when I'm talking to my little homies, I always try to, tell them like, hey, you don't have to just look at life like it's, a monolithic thing. It's not all black and white. It's a lot of gray. And the older you get, the muddier that gray becomes. And you have to get comfortable with like being in the mud, you know what I mean? With being uncomfortable, and a lot of people are going to always, try to point you in directions that they want to point you in because they are, have life experience, and life experience told them not to try the thing that, that they wanted to try because they thought they were going to fail. So they're going to instantaneously think the worst for anything that happens to you, not knowing that you have a different type of energy. You have different energy surrounding you. You're in a different generation. So, protect your energy, keep your energy, make sure that you treat people the way you want to be treated, and do things without the expectations of reciprocity. I think a lot of people do things and they expect immediate reciprocity from people, but sometimes you never get that reciprocity. So if you just, doing things and, for the sake of getting something in return, then you're tripping. You big tripping. Sorry, I got, random stuff all over it, but you big tripping. If you're just doing things to get stuff back in return, you're big tripping. And that's not the way that you need to, in the direction that you need to move in order to allow you to be able to be successful. So do things out of the kindness of your heart. Do things for people because you want to see them win, because usually more times than not, the reason why I've always been successful at anything that I've been trying to do, or at least somewhat moderately successful, is because regardless of who's in the space that I'm in and that I'm occupying or that I'm around, I try to treat everybody with a general amount of respect, but that respect is also earned, you know what I mean? I've literally shooken family members' hands and told them I would never speak to them again because I didn't think that they respected me as a man. And sometimes I think us as men, we lose sight of the fact that at the end of the day, respect is a two-way street. And if you want to give it, then you will receive it. If you don't want to give it, then you won't receive it. And I think that a lot of people gloss over the fact that reciprocity is a real thing, So, although the word for this, show and this episode is reciprocity, I also think, it's energy as well. It's returning energy and reciprocity. You have to understand that those are things that are just normal parts of life. And if you a snake ass motherfucker, or you're a trick ass motherfucker where every opportunity you want to sell yourself, so that way you can make a quick dollar, you deem it to be the right path or not. So make sure you stay on the right path and do your best to try to reciprocate and try to keep good energy, because the older you get, the less energy you have for bullshit, right? So even with that being said, the more bullshit you can eliminate, the better your life is going to be the older you get. And that's what I'm noticing. So when you got to cut those certain people off, it sucks. But I was watching Master P and Lil Romeo last night, and they were talking about like, yo, you can't be around people that's still trying to do the same things. You can't be around people that want to do the same shit they was doing last year, 2 years, 3 years ago, and not trying to move in a different direction. Weighing you down and holding you down. So, you know, keep people around you that have good energy, that aren't weighing you down and holding you down, that are looking to do other things, that are progressing, that are constantly progressing, that are constantly making moves, that are constantly do the things no matter how much money they make, no matter how much money they don't make. Those will be the people that will look out for you when you're down on your ass. Because I've had plenty of friends that I've done stuff for without expecting any reciprocity in that moment. And then a moment came for me in the future where I needed someone to help me out, and my friends were able to step up and really reciprocate. You know what I mean? And but that's also why I don't use that word friend, that, you know, that friend word too lightly. I got about or really close people in my life, but they're not my friends. And I think a lot of people think everybody is their friend. Not everybody is your friend. Some people are just acquaintances. I have 5 real, genuine friends. In terms of the people that I am close with or that I associate with, I have a lot of people that I'm close with and associate with. But it's a difference between me being able to come to you and talk to you about my life problems, and for you to be able to, you know, reciprocate with some good energy or good advice, and you just being somebody that's just around me, or that is just in my circles because we work in the same circles, or we're in the same industry, or we have similar goals. That doesn't mean that we're friends. It just means that we're, you know, that we're in the same space. You know, I take that back. It's not about 5. It's really about like 10. But I know a lot of people that think they got 30 friends. You don't have 30 friends. You really have about 6, because only about 6 of them going to be really, 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 really there for you when the shit hits the fan, when things go wrong. So protect your energy. It's your boy TPJ. This has been the Perfect Journey podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. Tomorrow I got Glasses Malone coming on. We're talking accountability. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, peace out.